What's going on, gang, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at comping in Ableton Live 11. So let's get right into it. So guys, comping in Ableton Live 11 is freaking awesome, and I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can use it to benefit from all of the sauce that it's going to give you while you're making your projects. But really quick, one thing that I noticed when I first opened up Ableton Live 11 is that these background lines were super dark and really hard on my eyes. I didn't like how they looked at all. So if you want to change that, you're going to go ahead and go to your Ableton Live preferences. You're going to go to your look and feel right here, and you're just going to see this grid line intensity. It was up to 100% for me, so I went ahead and turned it down to 26%. This is what it looked, oh, okay, so it was up to 200%. This is what it looked like when I first opened Live, and I was like, we got to fix this. So all you got to do is just go ahead and back that value down. I'm actually going to put it to 25, and that's very nice on the eyes, and it's back to pretty much normal. Okay, so now we can get into this comping. So comping can be used on audio files, MIDI files, so whatever you're going to be doing, you can use comping on. And what it's going to do is for every time it loops through this arrangement here, it's going to save each loop in a new lane for you automatically. So then you can go through all the different lanes and choose the best pieces from each one of them. So let's start looking at how we can do this. So I have this recorded here. We have the record aimed. So we're going to start recording on the snare. And we have our loop segment here, which is going to be looping the spot that we want it to loop the tracks that are going to be comped. And we have this on right here to make sure that it's looping. So really quick, this is what it sounds like before the snare. Okay, we just got a melody and a simple clap going. So let's go ahead and start doing some snare stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is hit the record here to start recording and then start laying down our track. So you can do stuff like that, and obviously you can do this for a lot more than just the drums and percussion and things like that. You can do it with your melodies, but I just wanted to show you that it can also be used on just like snare variations if you want to come up with a couple different patterns and see which one you liked. So at first you're going to be like, okay, I don't see where it says to track lanes and how to do all that stuff. It's not appearing for me. What the hell is going on? Well, I ran into this problem too, and what you have to do is make sure this right here is not highlighted. If you unhighlight it, your track lanes will appear, and they're not going to appear by magic. I already have mine set to appear, so what you can do is you can press Command-Option-U on your keyboard, and it's going to open it up automatically and close it. Otherwise, you can right-click on it, and you can click on Show Take Lanes. And then look at this. It's going to show us all of the different lanes that we just recorded. If you're on Windows, it's going to be Control-Alt-U. So just keep that in mind if you're on Windows. Okay, so if you want to audition a whole lane just to see what it sounds like, you can obviously click on this right here and it'll highlight that lane so you can hear just that lane. Otherwise, you can unhighlight all of them and it'll just take the comp of all of them. So what's really cool is up here is your actual lane, and anytime you change what it's showing, it's going to update the actual lane in real time. So there's a couple different ways that you can pick sections that you want. You could go ahead and select it here and then press enter on your keyboard. And now it's going to take that chunk and put it up here. So you could pick which sections you like the most, press enter and do it that way. And another way you can do it is you can go ahead into your pencil tool right here. And then you can select which parts that you want, doing it like this. So you have those two ways of going ahead and comping it. Okay, so then when you have all your favorite selections done and you're happy with what you got, you can go ahead and hide it again. You can right click it and go undo show lane, or you can do the control or the command option U or Control Alt U to go ahead and put it back down, back to normal. And one other option that you can do is without opening up the take lanes, you can still switch the different takes. It's pretty cool. What you do is you're gonna highlight the section that you wanna switch here, and you're gonna hold down Command if you're on Mac or Control if you're on Windows, and then you're gonna tap the up or down arrow. So you can see it switching between those two different ones right there. You can do it on this one as well. And then you can switch through them like that if you prefer it to do that way as well. Okay guys, and one other really cool thing that you can do is you can add these lanes by themselves without having to record anything. So let's put an audio track out here, and what you can literally do is say insert take lane. Otherwise you can press Option Shift T, which I believe would be Alt Shift T on Windows, and that's going to create a new lane for you on there without having to right click it. And what's really nice about this is if you already have a bunch of takes, you can go ahead and throw all those takes in here, and then you can use the functionality of the comping to go in between them and make it really easy and simple doing it that way. So let's say you recorded your vocals in a different DAW, like you like to use Logic or something to record your vocals. You could do all your takes in there, bring the takes into Ableton, and then use this really cool feature to go between them and pick your favorite parts. So that's one option to do as well. So you don't have to be recording for the takes to show up. You can literally put them in just by doing that. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up comping in Ableton Live 11. I think comping's pretty freaking cool, and I'm going to be using it all the time. So if you guys like that one, make sure to smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, because we're uploading daily videos that you're not going to want to miss out on. And besides that, I'll be catching you guys again in the next one. Peace out.